I'm Wes, and I'm on a never-ending quest to beat absolutely every game in existence. The great, the mediocre, and the completely unplayable.
Welcome to Backlog Buster.
Welcome to tonight's double feature. Let's let it ride and answer the question, can you beat Dead Rising 2 Case 0 without using any weapons? The rules! Rule 1, of course, is no weapons. I can't pick up or use any weapons or combo weapons. I can only pick up books and healing items. If I have to attack something, it's bare fist only. Rule 2 is that I also need to see the content and get the best ending. I'll be rescuing every survivor and finishing all of the cases. But let's get this out of the way right now. I have to bring all 5 bike parts back to the gas station. This is required for the best ending and it is a priority. I won't be attacking with them, but I do have to pick them up. Anything directly related to that, like picking up other weapons, will also not invalidate the challenge as far as I'm concerned. But don't worry, you'll get your stamps. If I really wanted to, I could just cheat and say, oh yeah, I got to the ending by sitting idly by Katie for an hour and got the worst ending. But I've gotten to the end of every Dead Rising game so far without using weapons, and this will be no exception. With that out of the way, let's get started. Rolling into Still Creek. Truck status stolen. Time to make ourselves a motorbike. I can't use weapons, so may as well pillage orange juice from the cooler. It's all I'm going to be able to fill my inventory with. Then it's outside to Still Creek. Frank is Mr. Fister, so we'll need a new alias for Chuck for his upcoming adventures in Dead Rising 2 and later Dead Rising 2 Case West. Let me know in the comments because, well, I'm creatively bankrupt. And speaking of bankrupt, I need exactly $30,000 for a single Zombrex and the wheel, so it's off to the casino. Smashing the slot machines bare-fisted is simply out of the question. I'll have to use the gambling trick to get the cash. Any slot machine that has a stack of bills under it can be gambled at 5 times for guaranteed wins. You collect $300, spend $500, and make $1,500 for a net $1,200 for each machine. If only it was so easy in real life. Now it's time to test Chuck's raw power. Oh god, it's bad. Unfortunately, Case 0 doesn't have a hand-to-hand magazine to boost your power. This is as good as things are gonna get. That's the casino cleared out, off to the movie theater. The movie theater is on the way to the objective anyways, so it only makes sense to stop by. There's a few more slot machines in here to gamble at. There's also a slew of zombies to lay the smackdown on. Now just hitting up those slots on the other side, and I'm getting close to that 10k mark. Shouldn't be hard to pick up the remainder. Out the back and door unlocked, now through to the quarantine zone. A couple of cutscenes later and jumping over some zombies and I've got the cart. I have to take this cart back, but I'll stamp it for you anyways, just because I know you guys love it so much. Okay, can I please get out of here, zombies? Oh, finally. Thanks, I thought the challenge was gonna be over right here. Since I have to use this cart, I considered using it to rack up some kills for levels. Unfortunately, it's almost as terrible as bare fist for killing. I racked up 50 kills to see how far the 500 PP would take me into a level. And it's not far enough. You need 20,000 PP to get to level 2. That's about 2,000 zombie kills, excluding the milestone bonuses. I'm really not interested in grinding that out. Let's mosey on back to the gas station. Unfortunately, the only way I'm going to be able to get PP is by rescuing survivors. There is no alternative ways to get PP in Still Creek besides combo weapons, which I'm not allowed to use. Bike chassis delivered. Back out to Still Creek. Oh, Queens. A weapon I'm not allowed to use. Very cool. And oh by golly, do I wish I could use a queen because it's time to rescue Dick. I never thought this challenge would be so hard right out the gate, but here we are. These zombies all take what feels like a dozen punches to go down. Zombies are also constantly shambling towards Chuck in the van. Feels like every single zombie that I down, 2 more come to replace it. This is truly what Sisyphus must have felt. At the very least, the punches can hit multiple zombies if you get the right swing arc. That multiplying damage is really important and significant to actually trying to get some kills here. I burned through all of my healing items just trying to clear out the zombies here. If you manipulate the camera here so that the zombie horde isn't in sight, it does feel like the zombies won't really come to you. Gonna have to keep everything out of sight, out of mind. A baby's object permanence. Finally, Dick gets off the car. That may have only taken just over 5 minutes, but it felt like a literal eternity. The pawn shop's open for business. I'm gonna make a detour to the diner. There's a blender in here, so let's check out some of the juices. Onion rings and onion rings makes a Spitfire. We'll have to give this one a gander. Then it's just south back towards the quarantine zone, and look at that, the engine. That's the first bike part. I can't attack, so it's just hoofing it back to the gas station now and placing it on the bike. 1 of 5. Achievement unlocked too. Very cool. Back out to Still Creek now for the next task. Bob's giving us a wave. That means some survivors are up. But first is a little bit of platforming. A quick yoomp into the hotel and shed key acquired. Then another big jump across to the next building. Some wraparound and Bob's fishing hunt is unlocked. Across the street now to the Dirty Drink, and Fausto and Gemini join up. This place has a 2-drink minimum and Fausto is respecting it. While he's drinking, I'm gonna blend a painkiller using whiskey. Across the street and run to the gas station, my friends. I got myself a gasoline canister to pick up. Now Fausto and Gemini get rescued. Alright, this is gonna be a level up, I can feel it. Or not? I guess halfway there is better than nothing. Gemini also gave me some petty cash, so I'm only 6,400 off of what I need. Gas can dropped off, that's 2 of 5 bike parts. Back to the streets. Let's go ahead and test out that Spitfire. Yup, just as terrible as I remember it. Quite literally better off using your bare fists than the Spitfire. How unfortunate. Okay, maybe you can get a little bit of a combo going. A quick slug followed by a flame breath. Yeah, no, it's trash. Forget I said anything. Back to the casino. It's time for more gambling and more slugging zombies who get in my way. Almost at the 30,000 that I need. Back to the diner for some more blending to see if there's anything worthwhile. Huh, 2 pies is an untouchable. Might be useful. You know what? I've got the shed key. May as well grab the fork right now. Quickly get in, picked up, and now it's back to the gas station. If you want some hints on insane speed tech, jumping is very slightly faster than walking. It's true. Bike fork returned. 3 of 5 parts now. Outside once again, and let's finish getting that cash. I'm ahead of schedule, believe it or not. Zombies beaten to death and exactly $31,000 acquired. Dick, sell me that wheel and 1 Zombrex. Yes, I will also take your hint. I want that achievement for literally no reason. I just platinumed this game. Wheel hopped on, back to the bike, and that's 4 of 5 parts down. Actually, I have a bit of time to kill here, so it's a short wait and then back outside. Bob's waving, so let's see what he has to say. The bowling alley has babes? Alright, Chuck's newly single. He recently lost his wife. I made that joke last video, didn't I? Tia and Nikki won't join up until I get Sharon from the quarantine station. I'll just hop on over there now. Sharon needs a Zombrex, but I need that for...
My daughter.
Okay, fine, you can have it. Zombrex dosed. Must carry the woman. Let's see if the kick's any good. Maybe I can farm zombie kills while carrying Sharon. This may be one of the only ways I can effectively grind PP barehanded. No, it sucks. And it doesn't even kill a zombie. Alright, no surprises there, I guess, but I was hopeful that it might work. Back to the bowling alley. Now all 3 babes are escorted back to the gas station without any issues. Gotta love Dead Rising 2's improved Survivor AI. Alright, this is it. I got a level. What is it? The drill bucket combo card? Are you seriously joshing me right now? That's the actual worst upgrade I could have gotten. Fine. This challenge is absolutely cursed, but let's keep it moving. All I can do right now is farm zombie kills while I wait for the motorcycle enthusiasts to spawn. This is of course bare-fisted, so it's atrocious in all aspects. Chugging that untouchable made this a little bit easier, but there's just no way I make any kind of real, tangible level progress here. I may as well just make some painkillers at the bar. Now it's really time to wait around. Back to the gas station until 3 PM. Thankfully, Bob's fishing hunt is previously open. I need a broadsword to trade for the handlebars. Yoink? Okay, fine. Stamp it again. Surprisingly, there wasn't a horde of zombies killing these 2. Looks like my luck's a-changin'. Trade complete. Handlebars acquired. Everyone made it back safe and sound. Thank God. You know, I was worried I was gonna get to level 3. Handlebars delivered. 5 of 5 bike parks. The plan's in motion. Ready to ride. It's just before 4 PM. I've got 3 hours to kill before Katie needs Zombrex and Bob and Darcy can be rescued. 3 hours where I won't be able to accomplish really anything. So I'm not going to accomplish anything and I'm just going to sit right here and wait. Oh look, it's 7 PM, how convenient. Normally I would beat Jed first, then rescue Bob and Darcy, but I want that level up. I'm really praying for an attack upgrade. Off to Bob again, then down to the fishing hunt. Okay, back up to Bob again, then back down to the fishing hunt with Bob. Darcy and Bob acquired. Let's rescue them. Still Creek Savior achievement unlocked. But more importantly, what level up did I get? A health upgrade. Okay, fine, whatever. Cutting it a little close to dose Katie, but I'm back in time. Jed's up, the only psychopath in K0. Let's give him the fist. Oh god, did his health bar even move? This is gonna be rough. Spamming attacks just doesn't seem to do any damage. Jed just counters you too fast if you unload on him. I'll need to adapt my strategy. Okay, if you hit him in the back, you have about 4 to 5 punches before you can jump away. I don't really get it. Your punches are capable of stunning Jed, but only sometimes? It feels super inconsistent. At least there's some soda and whiskey to pick up while I do this. I'm getting into a little bit of a rhythm. If you rotate around him, you can bait Jed's attacks and counterattack. Then you just jump out of the way of his counter. I'm getting an understanding and a feel for it now. Jed's halfway to death's door, but that timer is getting really low. I really just need to quickly pop a heal here and, whoops, dead? Guess I should have moved slightly to the right. Whoops. Alright, attempt number 2 on Jed. I've learned quite a bit. This should go faster and a lot easier. And it did. The fight genuinely went a lot better. I got more and more attacks in, and I dodged more efficiently. But even though it only took me 30 in-game minutes to rescue Bob and Darcy, I timed out. Jed got to about 1/3 of his health left. How disappointing. Oh well, I'll watch this cutscene. I've never actually seen it, because I'm a Dead Rising gamer Chad who's never timed out before. This game's just taunting me at this point. A full level up and an attack upgrade. Man, could've used that a little earlier. Jed is a legitimate problem for this challenge. Chuck's damage is so low that timing out is a genuine concern. Even if I had that extra 30 minutes from not rescuing Bob and Darcy, I don't think I could have beat them. So what do I do from here? If I wanted this to be a legitimate new game only challenge, I could restart, then play the game again until I get an attack upgrade at level 2 and reset if I don't. And then I'd have to replay the rest of the game, but don't rescue Bob and Darcy for that extra time. With Dead Rising 2's semi-random level ups, that's not really something I want to contend with. I have an attack upgrade already. I may as well just replay the game again in New Game Plus. Listen, the Drill Bucket combo card and the health upgrade are going to make absolutely zero difference in the long run. So, I'll just restart the game and replay the entire campaign. Rapid fire time. Bike acquired. Dick rescued. Really hard to tell if the attack boost actually did anything, but I'll keep rolling with it. Bike parts acquired. Gemini and Fausto rescued. Remaining bike parts acquired. Stagette girls found. Off to the quarantine zone. Sharon wants my valuable Zombrex.
Not this time.
Taste the fist. Yeah, girls, she didn't make it. Did somebody order a knuckle sandwich? Oh God, help me. This is a self-defense situation, you all saw it. Oh, hi, Bob. Just being a buddy watching the whole thing unfold. And no, he doesn't care. Bikers rescued, final bike part acquired. Alright, it's finally time. Katie dosed right at 7 p.m. I have the attack power upgrade. This is as good as it's ever gonna get. Alright, Jed, time for a rematch. Okay, the attack power upgrade actually seems like it makes a difference here. That extra 30 minutes of in-game time also translates to about 3 minutes of real time. That 3 minutes might not seem like a lot, but it will definitely make this a lot more comfortable of a timeline. After the practice I had from the previous 2 Jed fights, this battle is going a lot smoother. I'm even managing to get a couple of slugs in as he runs off after the counters. This fight's not perfect, but it doesn't really have to be. That extra attack power really is significant. The fight's long, no doubt, but just over 7 minutes of wailing on Jed, and he's done. Yeah, 7 minutes of fighting. But now it's time to finish this out. On the bike, time to go. This is basically a freebie, but I'm terrible at driving in video games. Let's just bump into everything on the way out of here. Yep, every single thing. A few quick turns and now it's a straightaway onto the highway. That's the game done, and Case 0 completed without ever using a weapon. Post-mortem time. Alright, let's talk about all of the ways that this went sideways. Since Case 0 is so short, I thought this would be a fun little challenge. It proved a little more problematic than I initially thought it would be. Firstly, getting Dick off that van was way more difficult than I could have ever anticipated when starting out. I initially thought, oh, I could just skip Dick. That was before remembering that he's got the wheel held hostage in his pawn shop. Yikes. Other than that, Case 0 is basically just about collecting the bike parts, which for the most part has essentially zero zombie engagement. Since there's very little to do besides the bike parts and the survivors, there ends up being a ton of waiting around. There is exactly one level that matters. That's attack boost. I'm not sure it's even possible to beat Jed without it under the pretty vicious time constraints. A speed level would also help, but it's borderline to get to level 3 in a single playthrough without access to combo weapons. I'm pretty sure you can't get any skill moves either. Case 0 is locked at level 5, and I don't think you can actually unlock the jump kick until after that. So, skill moves are off the table. Consecutive normal punches only. My fights with Jed were genuinely slow, and I succumbed to many counterattacks which definitely didn't help any. After the second attempt at Jed, I was genuinely going to restart the game and grind the introduction until I got an attack upgrade at level 2. Getting 20,000 PP is actually no joke when there's no ways to grind reasonably besides survivors and combo weapons. When you remove the combo weapons from the equation, it's very hard to engorge your PP in case 0. What I would have probably done is cheated it. I would have started a new game, built an electric rake and a paddle saw and grinded to level 2, and then I'd reset if I didn't get an attack upgrade. Since I was graced with an attack upgrade after Jed, I opted to just roll with it. My penance was playing through Case 0 Fist only a second time, of course. Overall, not too bad, but surprisingly difficult. Case 0 is a pretty fun playthrough though. It only takes about 2 hours all in if you're watching all of the cutscenes. Granted, if you're playing on the original Xbox 360, those loading screens really are killer. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 25 minutes of loading, honestly. But that's Case 0 No Weapons complete. On the road to completing the entire suite of Dead Rising 2 without weapons. But that's a story for another time. I'll get around to it sometime in the future, but I've got a backlog of platinum hits footage to bust through. Hope you enjoyed the double feature. See you next time. Thanks for watching Backlog Buster. My Patreon supporters get a super exclusive double thank you. Thank you to all of the Patreon supporters of Backlog Buster. You're greatly helping me continue to make videos and not get made destitute by Adobe. Somebody has to pay the multi-million-dollar corporation. If you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe to the channel so you never miss another one. If you want to continue to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon. You can also check out the various playlists for more content. There's one for Classic Backlog Buster, one for Backlog Buster Challenger for gaming challenge videos, and Backlog Buster Platinum Hits for going for 100% completion and platinum trophies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.